Okay, so here I'm going to show you just strictly from being a professional in a specific industry that this is fake. I showed you this picture yesterday right here, right? You got good old number 3. You got the tree fell on here, right? We know that this guy's hand is clenched. He's not grabbing anything. And if he was in this position, he would fall over. This dude, they don't use this. Firemen don't cut trees. They just say, sorry about your bad luck. You better call Allstate, right? All right? Now let's look at this. Same storm, same time. Here we got the lady with the purple and the blue and the red, right? But here's where it gets interesting. See this? This is the same type of tree that this one is. You see how I told you this thing would be dark because it should be wet? This one is dark because it's wet. See the pavement? It's wet. See this one? It's dry. See the pavement? It's dry. Right? Now, but really, where they really fucked up, they almost pulled this one off, but where they fucked up is, you see this tree here? This is an oak. It's a red oak. Okay? Oak trees, if you look at a tree, it's like, kind of like the above and below is exactly the same. When you look at a tree and you see how the branch system goes, it's exactly the same underneath the soil. Okay? So oak trees have what's called a taproot, and that root goes down 40 feet. Do you see a root coming out of this tree 40 feet long? Do you see a hole in this ground that's 40 feet long? Do you notice that this oak didn't fall over? Yet this one pulled up right from the root? These type of roots right here would be on what you would see on a pine tree, okay? Which would be feeder roots. Okay, those would be feeder roots. And those are the ones that go way out and they span out across the yard. The oaks are mighty oaks because they don't fall over in windstorms, as a rule. And when they do, they leave a big busted trunk. Okay, no hole here. This is fake. Okay, the question is, why are they doing this? Because what's going on in these storms is exactly what they don't want you to see. Just like Hurricane Sandy with all that lightning flashing, that purple flashing, and the cars on fire in 3 feet of water. It's because now we're getting back into this biblical story of Sodom and Gomorrah, where somebody's being chased down and destruction is happening where they reside. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you another picture. Let me find it real quick. And I think this will explain who or what, at least who, is running. Okay, so let's look at this. Look at here. Bone dry. Shit busted all over the place. Kids holding up Scooby-Doo. Okay? Now, what's the deal with Scooby-Doo? Why would they show that? Because I'm pretty sure, being an older guy, that was a street slang. And that's why they would always say that when they were trying to get away. Is he'd say, come on, Scoob, let's get out of here. Alright? So, if you go back to the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, the old man, the creator, was chasing down the dudes that were causing all the bad problems. And he decimated the 2 cities. I mean, flattened them, burned them, just like Sandy Hook. Or not Sandy Hook, but Hurricane Sandy. Flattened them right to the ground. Burned them. The only reason I can see that these guys are giving you fake pictures is because they're not wanting you to see what's really going on in the storm, like what I showed you in that first report of Breezy Point, where they said cars are burning up in the background and they're in 3 feet of water, and all the houses were burned flat to the ground in a flood. These dudes are on the run from. You see, we're all one group, except we're stuck in the middle between one side and the other. Except you ain't being told the truth. You're being told there's tornadoes and shit. Bullshit. The evidence bears it out. Why would this kid hold this up? Who would do a photo op for this? You know it ain't true, but this is the word Scooby-Doo. And what was it? Come on, Scoob, let's get out of here. This is fake. It's 100% fake. This is right from all the books about trees, and I've climbed thousands of oaks. There's no taproot there that goes down 40 feet. The taproot, the root would be exactly the opposite of what that is. So there would be a huge root the same width as a trunk, right? And it would go down to a point. Whereas here the trunk starts wide and it goes up to a point. But the point is that there's nothing here. That's how pine trees grow, and that is an oak tree, and this is bullshit.